I know my last video discussed black holes, but recently I've been thinking more on wormholes. So, welcome to record 2 of NOVAQUEST. Today's topic is on wormholes and what if they really existed. Okay, I'm sure that many viewers watching don't even know what a wormhole is. You're probably imagining a literal wormhole, like earthworm movement tunnels or something. And while that is true, I'm talking about outer space wormholes. Now, what's an outer space wormhole, you ask? Well, to keep it short, they are 4-dimensional transportation holes in space that reach an unknown destination somewhere else in the universe. Cool, right? Other than cool, how did we even come to this conclusion? Why and how could we ever think of such a weird thing? Wormholes were somewhat theorized in 1916, tying back to Albert Einstein's theory on general relativity. But another physicist named Ludwig Flamm had proposed a new theory called a white hole, which basically described a time reversal black hole. So just think of like black hole opposites, and how both black holes and white holes could potentially be connected by some space-time conduit. Later in 1935, Einstein and another physicist named Nathan Rosen used general relativity to elaborate on the idea of the white hole proposal to propose a new idea of bridges through space like time, which basically stated how two different points in space could create a time-traveling shortcut, aka the wormhole, or the Einstein-Rosen bridges if you want to be specific about it. Now, what if we were to do if a wormhole existed? Well, society for ages has been desperately looking for life on other planets, not just because we want to meet aliens, but also to find a new habitable place to live on, keep our population going or something. There are several potential exoplanets that may be habitable currently, such as T-Garden Star B, Kepler 452, Proxima Centauri B, and so many more. Despite that, these planets still range within the limits that we hold with our technology, and wormholes provide so much more explanation and exploration for potential habitable planets. Not just habitable planets, but we could use them for new discoveries or places beyond our understanding of astronomy and space in general. It would also help confirm some mathematical equations or scientific hypotheses already regarding wormholes and their structures, after all.
Will you travel at 50 million light years per minute by going into one of these? Or would it just be a teleportation device, like so? Would wormholes irradiate plasma or radiation? Or could wormholes vary depending on size? And what would happen if a planet or a star would happen to travel in one of these things?
Okay. Enough yapping now. Guys, enough yapping. We still have to answer an incredibly major questions, and that is, do wormholes actually exist? I was gonna answer this at the beginning of the video, but I thought it was better for the suspense. Anyway, this is the question everybody's been waiting for, and the answer is we don't really know. But it's leaning more towards a no. Why? Well, there have been studies that theorize if wormholes were to exist, they would only be able to exist for a short amount of time before poof, gone, like that. There was an observation of a black hole millions of light years away where scientists observed what seemed to be a flicker of a reflection of a star right beside a black hole, which may suggest that it was being transversed across a certain point of space, aka wormholes. But this doesn't necessarily apply to wormholes. Still, it could lead to some wormhole math, but the odds are low. There's also another point that proves against the existence of wormholes, and it's a lot more mathy, so I'll just put it very short. The Schwarzschild equation completes many general universal equations, but it's quite inconsistent with specific equations that are set to specific limitations on the environment, such as multi-dimensional equations ranging from either 3 to 6 dimensions. They have equations for that. But anyway, this may disprove the existence of wormholes if you're a mathy person. That was a lot to go over, but hopefully your brain feels just a little smarter about wormholes now. And we as a society are still learning and discovering new things about space every day, and wormholes may be discovered in the future, but may also be the future. or of course may not be discovered in the future. In the meantime though, they're sadly not real. Don't let that stop you from spreading off this information to others. Plus, how cool would it be to share the fact that special transportation devices could potentially exist even just like a few light years away from us, right?